Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I just wanted to share with you a rebasing project. This is an army I've had for a very long time, probably 20 plus years. It's a Polish Great North War army. Originally had it based for DBR. So on very thin, small bases. And as per a lot of my figures these days, I've tended to go more towards bigger sizes now. So as you can see here with these Winged Hussars, I've used 60s by 30s to rebase and renew really all my figures. So these are my Winged Hussars. As I say, painted these a very long time ago. Hopefully, let's just see if we can get them zoomed in a little bit better for you. There we go. These are back as 6mm. I've always loved them, loved the figures. I think we're all romantic about the Polish Winged Hussars. Obviously by this period the Polish cavalry was not of the same quality perhaps that it was back in 20-30 years prior, but all the same it's still a pretty army to have. So we've got a unit of those. We've got some traditional Reiter pistol armed cavalry, so these again are more in a formal kind of formation. As you can see there, again Bacchus. Again, let's just see if we can zoom that in for you in a moment. A little bit easier for you to see. There we go. Got a little drummer there, standard or guidon, etc. You may wonder how I've based these in terms of the approach I've taken. I've actually, because they were on small bases and I had used my old-fashioned sort of sand flock system, they were quite tricky to remove. So I wanted something relatively easy, and I decided to invest in Kraut cover. It's a new product on the market, and you are basically if you paint your base and then just whack this on, you've pretty much got everything you need in one job. And hopefully you can see there, these are my first unit of Pancerni. The actual bases really pop quite nice. There's lots of different terrain types on there. This was I believe their meadow one that I used for these, and you'll see on the other ones as well. Yeah, they've come out quite nice. They're sparkling a bit, not because they're gloss or anything like that, purely because we're under a light at the moment. They have had a matte varnish finish. Yes, the standards were painted by hand many years ago, so again, I appreciate Wargame standard, but I like them all the same. So we've got several units of these. I've based them in a relatively irregular kind of format, as they would have been quite irregular in their approach. These are armed in kind of chain mail stroke plate, but they are a medium cavalry. They're armed with bows and swords, so they're a kind of multifunctional horse really of the time. Not quite as light as the Tartar or Cossack stroke Tartar cavalry that you see at the back here. So again, these are Bacchus as well. Hopefully you can get a flavour of those. We've got some of those on there as well, but they're also not as heavy as the elite of the Polish society, the Winged Hussars. Over here we've got another large group of Pancerni as well, again based the same way, using the Kraut cover and the kind of irregular formation really, but again hopefully like me, you kind of like those bases. I'm quite impressed with Kraut Cover. It's really good, very easy, just a straightforward PVA. I painted the base brown first, PVA, and then just whack on a generous coating. I had to top up a few areas where it didn't apply, where you had big stones and things like that. I think you would struggle to use this on anything smaller scale than that. Probably, to be honest, I would say 10mm maybe even better for some of the mixes. But for the Meadow one, this one worked quite well at 6mm. We've then got some Hungarian infantry. So again, these are quite interesting in terms of, again, the style of these chaps, but they are pretty much the bulk of the Polish infantry arm of the army. So not too many of those, because it's very much a mounted force. We've got some artillery there as well, and then we've got the commander leader and his retinue on an oval base, but again, Kraut Cover for all of those. So quite pleased with that rebasing project. That now gives me some renewed vigour to start playing with the Poles again. I love the Great North War anyway. It's a favourite period of mine, has been for a long time. I now need at some point to move on to the Swedes. Again, I have quite a larger Swedish army for this period, again based for DBR, and I'll be wanting to put them onto similar base sizes using the same basing and Kraut Cover approach. But I hope you've enjoyed this little showcase of my 6mm Polish Great North War force, and hope to bring you some more of these as soon as my paintbrushes allow. Whatever you're doing gaming wise this weekend, have a good one, and see you all again next time.